everybody, Bethany here. Welcome to my channel. I am hopping on really quickly to do a live. I was going to do a recording and I'm like, well, all three babies did decide to go to sleep, so why not try for a live for a little bit. We've had a weird week here. It's super hot in Wisconsin. Like, we have been in the mid 80s for a few days now, which is really great, except for like yesterday it was in the 80s and then it was in the 50s within an hour, and then it went back up to the 60s, and so all of our systems are kind of getting a reboot, and so I have a little scratchy throat and a little bit of drippage going on, so I sound raspy, I'm sure. But drop a note in the comments to make sure that you can actually hear me. I didn't get to test out my audio yet, and I know sometimes when I do that, something doesn't work, so just let me know. But I am here to just play with some stuff, and I have, let's see, gotten my first not too shabby order, and I opened it and I was like, okay, I can't wait to start stuff with it. I had gotten it for a specific reason, and I was like, I definitely need to use this as soon as possible. And so that's what I'm gonna do today. Thank you, Mom. She says I sound fine. Okay. Well, you're gonna see why in a second why I got this. Alright, so one of the items is this freshly picked flowers. I think the stamp set is called Flower Truck. Yeah. So my mom, she does a lot of products with the truck, and I was like, well, I can help, and I can make cards with the trucks too, or even I wouldn't say attachments. Oh, tags. Yeah. Tags with the trucks on them. So I thought that was really cute. Had to get that. I'll save that for last. This I think is really fun. It's supposed to be for Valentine's Day, but you know, you can always drop a hello sweet cakes, or you know, a happy, there's a little smiley face on this cup of whipped cream on top of the coffee, which just looks delicious. But you could do that any time of the year. You don't necessarily have to do it for Valentine's Day. So I picked that up too. And let's see what else is in here. I picked up a congrats graduate because, hey, it's the season. And if you order enough from their shop, you get a little freebie packet. So this really cute strawberry paper samples and little strawberries and heart ephemera and a keep on growing little stamp, which is really fun. That's a really nice freebie. Also a freebie, if I can get it to come out before I show the last one. Here it is. Another freebie is a little lollipop, which I was very tempted to have immediately, but yeah, because that would feel really good in my throat right about now. Okay, and then the real reason why I was purchasing anyways was because they have this really, really cute stamp and die set. It's the stamp and die of the month, and I watched WJ's channel, and she used these in a really cute card, and I just couldn't resist. So it's Gnomes and their coffee, and I just think that's so stinking cute. So I am going to, on the fly, make a card, and you'll all know real quick why. Give me a moment. I have a few events and other things coming up here soon, so I am in need of making cards like it's going out of style. So we are going to start by whipping out a card, and I need to grab myself some blending brushes, so I will be right back. I'm going to give you your dance party music while I go and get it. Alright, I hope you had fun dancing to the music. I had put stuff further away than I thought they were, so I had to go do a little extra digging. So I decided I was originally going to do a tan colored front, and I nixed the idea because, well, I want a little pop of color. I want to do a little actual coloring in anyways. So going to cut this down. So how is everybody's day going? I hope everyone is enjoying. Hi, Gloria. I hope everyone is enjoying the sunshine if you have it, because if I weren't feeling so miserable right now, I probably would be outside. Just being honest, I thought about it a few times today, but it just, I don't know. I think every time I go outside, my throat closes up even more. Because initially I thought I just had an allergy attack, but now it's seeming more sinus and more, I wouldn't say permanent, but not just an allergy thing going on. I think it's probably a combination of all of the weather change, the rapid weather change, and everything. Okay, so I've grabbed this stencil from Maker Forte. It's a little coffee bean stencil. They had a special on stencils earlier last month, and so I had my eye on this one for a while, and I thought, well, might as well pick it up, so I did. But I think it'll work perfectly as a backdrop. Gloria, you just got done. Yeah, I figured that was done. You just got done cutting out a bazillion flowers. I thought it said Brazilian, like the country. Oh, now I get it. You have a scan and cut. Oh, and fussy cutouts. Wow. Fun times. Are you doing a specific project? Or are you just doing flowers for fun? All right, let's see. I'm going to blend in. I'm going to use, let's see what's my favorite brown these days. I'll use the darker. I'll use the flat white, the Color Hive inks. Let me grab the flat white brush then instead. And I'm going to just blend in these cute little coffee beans. They're so fun. If I were feeling really, really ambitious, I would probably put a little glaze or something over these, make them really shiny, but for time's sake, I'm not going to do that today. But I just thought of it as I started this, like, yeah, that would be pretty cute. Maybe I'll translate that idea into a video. Oh, you are using the flowers for making cards. Very nice. I can't say I've ever done flowers for cards. I don't know. Maybe that's just, maybe that's not my thing. I don't know. I'm more of a distressed grunge coffee. No, I don't know. I actually was just thinking about it the other day. I always had the ambition to make my own paper flowers to put on things and decorations, and I've never actually made them. I've talked someone else through making them, but I've never actually made them myself. I thought that was interesting. So, I have decided, though, that starting next week, and I'm probably not going to do this every week, but I'm going to try to do it regularly enough. But I'm going to do a Try It Tuesday. So I already have the first video done, edited, and up, ready to go on Tuesday. But basically, I have this little bucket list of either techniques or different mediums to try out. And so I've made this little list, and I decided to do what my 2.5-year-old says is try it, because when she doesn't want to do something, we get her to try something by saying, well, let's just try it. And so now she gets excited to try it, to try new things, to try new foods mostly. Because if it doesn't look like something she would normally eat, she's like, no. But if we say it, well, let's just try it, then she thinks about it and she likes the idea of doing it. So I'm naming my Try It Tuesdays after her. All right, so that's stencil. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh, I love this stencil. Okay, so glad I picked that up. All right, now we're going to make a Gnomie. Hi, Dawn. Welcome. What are you up to today, Dawn? All right, so let's see. Let's see, what do I want to do? I'm going to do the little girl. Oh, she's not a little girl. I'll do the lady Gnomie. Just call her that. With the bows in her hair. Do I want, or the bows in her hat. Yeah, we'll do that one. So, Gloria says she has made 3D flowers for various projects. Not good for mailing, but other things they are good. Yeah, that makes sense. The flowers, if the flowers would probably get smashed in the mail. Like, in theory, it would be really cool. Hi, Aunt TR. Welcome, welcome. You caught alive today. Alright. I'm going to use... No, I'll just use the littler one. We are going to now... Dawn, you are catching up on sleep for the afternoon. I in I had thought about catching up on sleep because this week, um, especially the last few nights we've had my son, he's teething, and so he's just not sleeping very well at night. But then my daughters both are not feeling good. They came down with whatever I have, they have it too. And now I'm thinking I should have put this in the Stamparatus, but well, too late. Oh yeah, so it's been a little extra dramatic at nighttime because it's hard to sleep when you can't breathe, and it's been a little tough on the little ones. So, all right, that'll work for me. I am just going to do some coloring in now. So yeah, it's been slightly dramatic over here in Babyland. Oh yes, Dawn, if you send the flowers in a box, yes, they will absolutely work perfectly. But it has to be worth it. Has to be worth it for sure. Okay, so let me test out my colors. I always like to test out my colors before I go ahead and muck up my drawing. And I'm using the Ohuhu markers. I really like them. I don't have the kind of money to go and buy Copic markers. So, you know, maybe one day, but just not today. Especially when I have 3 babies in diapers. It's just not happening. Okay. I think I'll start with these colors. And let's see, we're going to figure out the color for the hair. Yeah, that works. Okay. So, I don't know if anyone else has this set, but I really think these gnomes with coffee are just so stinking cute. I totally forgot that when when I'm coloring, I get really quiet because it's like there's so much focus required for coloring in. We're gonna even do the heart in a light green and match there. All right, and yes, my children, when they teeth, they are not fast teethers. They usually, well, both girls took a little over 2 months to get their first teeth, but they started the teething process and it was just like it was never ending. And I keep thinking I should look at, because I did keep a record of when they actually got their first teeth, but there's a little boy that's I think he's about a month younger than my son, and he already has his front 2 teeth. So I'm like, well, you know what? I guess it's really just doesn't matter. When you get your teeth, you get your teeth. So, and then my best friend and I were talking about it the other day, but none of our girls have their 2-year molders. I'm like, well, maybe they just won't get them. Like, some babies just don't. Alright, let me blend some back in. But, yeah, teething is a tough process in this house, it seems. Accompanied with drool and diarrhea. Not fun at all. Definitely not. Yes, TR this year I can't even believe it's May. And since my mom is on right now, it's her birthday on Saturday. So, a little backstory as to why I even got this stamp set. was because I saw it and I was like, oh, my mom, she makes gnomes. She's the Gnomey queen. And yeah, so then I was either going to buy her this stamp set or I was just going to make her birthday card out of the stamp set. So this is what we're actually doing right now. So here you go, Mom. Now you get to see the creating of your birthday card. And I'm not going to do a 2-color on the bow. I want to keep it single color. No blending here. Do you hear my son? I don't know if the mic is picking him up or not, but he must have just woken up. He is struggling to stay asleep when he does finally go to bed. So, alright, and we're going to use that same color for the cup cozy. I don't know if I should keep the cup white. I feel like every cup I see is white. But then what's the fun in that, right? Melissa, hello, hello. You have made it. I haven't seen you in a chat in a while. At least I think I haven't. I don't know. I may not be paying attention to. How are you, Melissa? Alright. We're going to give her some blonde hair. So anyways, my mom's favorite color is green, so this is why the gnome is all green. Originally I was gonna do a green background and I was like, then you lose the cuteness of the gnome in the green. So now the gnome just gets to be the greens, the pop of color. And this is also why the gnome is blonde, because my mom, instead of going gray, her hair decided to turn blonde one summer. And it was like, okay, I guess you're blonde now. It went from a nice light auburn to straight up brown, or blonde, I mean. Oh yes, you heard him. Okay. Yeah, we tried setting him up so he could sleep without having issues, but he still isn't sleeping very well. It sucks. It sucks to be a baby and you can't do everything you want to do. And breathe when you want to breathe. I mean, I'm struggling to breathe too. Like, my nose isn't dripping as much as it was yesterday, but at nighttime it was pretty rough trying to sleep in general. Alright, we're going to add a little highlighting. Give some texture to that hair. I feel like I should be like Debbie J and have some background music just for when I'm coloring, but I guess I'll have to decide how to set that up. Maybe one day. T, well, hello, welcome. We are just playing with coffee and gnomes and trying to make a birthday card for my mama. Melissa says she's homesick today. Nice to have someone to keep you company and not get them sick. Yes. Oh, yeah. Well, that sucks. I'm sorry. It's no fun being sick. I don't know. I'm also that person who has a tough time sleeping when I'm sick. I don't know why. It's just that's how I am. And so that's what's been happening for me this week. I feel like I just can't stay asleep or something. I don't know. I mean, last night I was up for a solid hour with the little guy because he couldn't stay asleep either. And then my husband took over and stayed up with him longer too. And then one of the girls got up. It was just, it's been one of those weeks. So it's alright though. That's why we call them phases of growing. But honestly, my kids are pretty good compared to what I've dealt with. So I really, really cannot complain. I'm going to see how this looks blended in. I'm going to add a little tint of yellow and then blend back in the green. Just to give a little highlight here. There we go. A little reflection of yellow. There's too much involved with creating lovely videos. What? Okay, that is possibly very true. I have a secret for you. I have probably 8 more videos filmed that I haven't even touched in terms of editing them. Sometimes it's just for the fact that I have, let me add a little pink here. I have, not that one. I have either like an intro to create, or I just have little bits and pieces here and there that, oh, I need to take a photo, I need to go find the product that I made in the video and take a nice photo. So when it shows up in the feed, it has a beautiful photo to go with. Yeah, sometimes it's just the little things. So I do have a lot of videos already filmed. I just have an excuse here or there for as to why they aren't created. And I always go, yeah, alright, I'll get to that one eventually. What's the motivation though is when the girls go, hey mama, let's make video. So then I go, alright, so you're going to help me film my intros and outros. And then it works. Let's see, deep cream. Let's see how this one works. I think I need a different color. Let's try cream. That works better. Little Nomi nose. There we go. Alright. That's good enough for me. Now I'm going to have to get out my, because I totally forgot I was going to use this dye. I have to lug out my my lovely little cuddle bug here that is just obnoxious. Okay, so which one is it? I think it's this one. T has a new intro. I think I missed it. Maybe I haven't caught it. All right. Hi, Elizabeth. Who else did I miss? You like lives, Melissa? Me too. It's so much easier to do lives because then you don't have to A, edit, but B, you also can just do whatever you want, and if you screw up, hey, it was a live and you can just take it down or edit later. Alright, I'm having trouble pulling this apart. Alright. Apparently I need new scissors. If anyone has any recommendations for decent price scissors that won't break the bank, my scissors I've just pretty much torn to bits at this point. I wish I could say I'm not so rough on my stuff, but no, I definitely am. And I'm doing this off screen just in case I pop myself in the face. You don't see it. Oh, it's a struggle. I also don't have the fan on because I was like, well, maybe I'll do some embossing. And if I have the fan on, then I can't do embossing because the embossing powder will just fly off. Yes, Dawn, it is easier to do a live, but yeah, it helps to have at least a regular video under your belt first, so at least you know what to expect. Because when there's a live, of course, you are by the seat of your pants, you know? Because that's just how we do it. All right, let me lug this gigantic thing up here. My good old sturdy cuddle bug. I keep drooling all over all these other different die cutting machines, and eventually maybe somebody will get me one. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, hubby, if you're around. Uh-oh. And now I have one that is just being stubborn and poking through my paper, so to figure out how to get it not to poke my paper. There we go. Okay. Well, Elizabeth, I loved your card earlier today on your live. Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it yet, she did foiling with hearts, and it was really cute. Oh, sneeze coming on. Okay, hit pass. Oh, excuse me. Whew. Yeah, this is not fun. I am not a fan of having sneezing, coughing, cold. At least there's no real coughing. It's just mostly nasal congestion, a little bit of drippage, and just not breathing when I sleep. So, you know, standard stuff. And you could hear the little guy coughing too. Yes, Elizabeth, lives are so much fun, especially because when the chaos goes down, it's like, well, whatever. It is what it is now. Especially like me, the last time I did a live, hold on, uh-oh, excuse me. The last time I did a live, my sandwich didn't work. I'm like, oh, maybe I should have tested out my sandwich before I did this, but today I didn't test it out because I just opened up the package now, during the live. So, you know, it's kind of difficult to do that. So we're going to see what sandwich this takes. And this may work. It seems to be working. And yes, I need a wire snip. I think I have one somewhere around here. It's just nowhere near where I am right now. So if I were to dig, I would see you in 2 hours probably. Yeah. But not too bad for just using a gunky scissors. And of course, pop out, you thing. Pop out. Yay. Super cute. My little Gnomey. Alright, and since that is not usable anymore right now, you can go goodbye. Maybe I'll play with other stuff in a little bit. So let's put this. I actually, speaking of scissors, these scissors I use for fussy cutting, oh my gosh, they're so terrible. Like, this is why I'm grateful that I decided to go for the die and stamp set instead of just the stamp set, because I would have been struggling. Alright, let's see. I need to break it up with some color here. Let's see, is this too busy? Yes. Alright, so we're just going to go with a standard green. Cut down some strips of green. Do a 1-inch strip here. Cut that down. You know, I don't mind the cuddle bug. It's just I don't have a great place for it to fit. And then I'm going to do it slightly smaller. I just don't have a good home for it yet. Eventually. I also... oh, more sneezes. Excuse me. Whew. Oh, man. The warmth this this extra early summer all of a sudden is not being my friend. On top of the sinus infection or whatever it is, I don't even know. Now, of course, I need areas. So yeah, these scissors though, they are just, I mean, they're creative memories. They are more than half of my age old. That's how old they are. They are, I am going to be 37. Yep, they are 20 years old. So I'm in desperate need of an upgrade. So if anyone knows, I've heard Fiskars are really good. I just need a Fiskars that's not going to break the bank. And I can use lefty or righty. You use this Cuttlebug more than the Gemini and Spellbinders. Wow. Impressive. I don't know. Maybe if I just kept it on my desk, I'd not be so upset about every time I gotta go pull it out, but I also don't have very many dies in the first place. So we are going to do, let me see, I'm trimming off the little edges because the cutter that I have is not the greatest. It's really, that is also a creative memories thing, and it is also very old. Probably, I wouldn't even say 20 years, but close. So I'm going to just put this up first. Actually, oh, thank you, Dawn. Let me see. I'm going to see how my sense of it fits. If it's going to fit on this size, which I don't think it's going to fit. I can't show you the sentiment because technically it's not been released, but I'm going to still use it. So you didn't hear it from me that I'm using it. And I won't even tell you where it's from because I don't want to get in trouble for using it on a live. You just get to see it. That's it. But I just got to make sure it's going to fit if I do my card this way. Yes, it will fit. Okay. It'll just fit. How do I want to do this now? Yeah, that's how I'll do it. Okay. I will end up having to fussy cut. Darn it. So yours is in the apple crate on your desk. Oh, yeah. Mine is actually in an apple crate under my desk too, but I have a printer. I have my sublimation printer on top of it. And so, yeah, it's not convenient to use. It's just not. Sounds like the little guy's getting hungry. He's like, I want my food now. He gets avocado and, what is it today? Avocado and apple for dinner. Alrighty. Now, I'm going to do this just slightly smaller. Yeah, in theory, I want more dies, but then I remember, oh yeah, I have a Cricut machine. And with the Cricut machine, I can create as many dies as I want to if I really wanted to. But then I have all my stamps, and I'm like, oh, if I use that stamp set, I'm going to have to fussy cut, things like that. Which, maybe one day I'll embrace the fussy cutting thing. But right now, I'm like, meh, not so much. So, when I avoid it, it's okay. Uh-oh. Yes, you hear the baby. He is telling Grandma, I want my food. Give me my food. Alright, now I have my stuff. I'm ready to glue it down. And I probably shouldn't glue it down until I have my sentiment made, but tough nuggets. I just want to remember that this is how I want to do it before I forget and do something completely different. Alright, we're going to put this at the bottom. I was thinking of doing a pattern on pattern, but meh. I stopped being in that mood when I laid it out, I guess. So, Dawn is already bringing up the food talks. She's having beef lo mein for dinner. Avocado is a staple in our house, mostly because not everybody in this house likes green vegetables, and avocado is a compromise. So, most people being me. I actually have trouble eating salads because I will get terrible indigestion. I actually don't mind the taste of salads, but I get a lot of indigestion from it, and it's not fun at all. Alright. Yeah, one day there are some places, like, if you've watched a few of my videos before, I do have a lot of Maker Forte stamps and dies, or not dies, stamps and stencils, but they also have a club where you can get all of the SVGs. So if you don't want to fussy cut something out, you just get the SVG for the month, and then you can stamp it and then cut it out, or cut out the SVG and then stamp on it, however you want to do it. I would say cut it out first, then stamp it, but yeah, so it's maybe one day I'll splurge and do that, but so Melissa and Dawn like the avocados. Yeah, I do like avocado. I'm not 100% I like them plain, but I do like the flavor of them. I have what I call 9 ingredient guacamole, which means there's about 15 or so ingredients, and as long as you just pick 9 of them to make, it works out every time, and it's delicious. Alright, and now I'm going to emboss. If I can find my embossing box before this is not embossable. Ooh, excuse me. I do like the bevel look of die cuts too. It just adds a little pop. The only thing is my die cuts, or my dies actually fit, like, I have this thick of a stack of dies. That's it. I don't have much more. I have a few Stampin' Up! Dies, but I really just haven't gotten to collecting dies yet. So, I'm going to emboss this, if I can find it. Since this is a happy birthday one, we are going to do some sparkles. So this is the Black Sparkle embossing powder from Ranger. Just to add a little bit of bling to the look. Subtle, but it'll work. A little bit more. Missed a couple spots. Alrighty, move this out of the way. And because, yes, thank you, honey, for reminding people to hit the thumbs up. Alright, and because I don't want you to all hear me using the heat gun, we're gonna play some music. Get ready to party. Hi, I turned my sound back on. See, I forgot I muted myself because of the heat gun. So anyways, all I was saying was that the hardest part about fussy cutting is these scissors don't let you guide the paper through because you just have to push them down. They just aren't that great. That's all. But with anything, practice makes perfect. So this is basically like a flag blowing in the wind. And that's just how I'm going to leave it. Alright. And it'll work right there. Perfect size. Yay. And I'm going to pop it up on some thumb tape. So now I get to use my junky scissors again. Yes, sorry. Oh, okay. So you were all talking about the avocados. Let me scroll back up. Dawn says she always has avocados in her house and mangoes. In the summer, yeah, we always have, I would say easily always have mangoes and avocados. The only problem in our house is we forget that we have them. And then we go, oh, it's overripe. Okay, we probably should eat this today. And sometimes it's just too mushy or too sweet. Both the avocados and the mangoes. Gloria says her younger son discovered avocado and puts it on almost everything. Nice. I used to do avocado toast for a while, and I don't know why I don't still do it. I think when I was pregnant with my second, just the mushiness was like, nope, it's not my thing anymore. Although I only threw up once on my second pregnancy, so it wasn't too terrible. So I am breaking up the straightness of this with a little wavy sentiment, just to be a different look. And then I'm going to pop this little lady up on some other foam tape. Different size. I store my foam tape in these really cute containers. They're magnetic, but they're from the Dollar Tree. And they get to sit on the side of my rolling cart. So the only problem with that is that my daughter, my oldest, she really likes the idea of taking them off and playing with them. And so my foam tape sometimes gets a little extra handled. All right. Here we go. Pop this little coffee lady up. Dawn says the avocados, she mixed them with hard-boiled eggs for egg salad instead of using mayo. Wow. I don't know if I guess I wouldn't knock it till I try it. That's something that I'm not sure I would like though. Oh, that gnome is so cute. Yay. Love it. All right, scrolling back down. Yes, okay. As long as nothing is rotted, you throw in a blender. Now, do you make, what is that? Do you make smoothies with it, or you just throw it in a blender and make it as a spread? Because I'd be curious. I've always wanted to try a smoothie with avocado in it, but I don't know that I've ever been bold enough to do it. Smoothie time. Okay, awesome. The gnomes and the coffee just combined together are super cute and fun. I'm probably going to get off of this fairly soon and make sure my son is okay. But I'm going to probably make at least 3 more of these tonight because this set is just super fun. That's all I'm going to say. But you don't see the sentiment. You don't know where it came from. I'm not going to tell you anyways. They'll come out with it soon enough. But I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I've popped some links down below. And let me make sure that they're there. Yeah, I have some links down below. Oh, T says she's an egg salad purist. Yes. I don't think I could personally do avocado in egg salad. I need my mayo. I love my mayo. Just saying. That's me. But anyways, looks like my video is lagging. Go figure. It's probably my phone. Yep, because it's doing too much. Go figure. All right. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. And I hope all of you who are not feeling well like me feel better very soon. And for those of you in the very, very hot weather, I think someone said they were in 83 degrees. We are 82 here today, so we are definitely a little warm. I'm going to stop heat embossing too and and turn the fan back on so I can cool myself a little bit down. But don't forget to hit the like button, share, subscribe, make sure you hit the bell so you know whenever we're going live. And if you're going to shop for any of these things, use the links down below. That helps us, that helps my family, and the little babies need some diapers, so you know. And check out our shop. Maybe one day we will be on Etsy with those gnomes, at least, Mom. Hint, hint. But I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. Yeah, it's still Thursday. I'm losing track these days. All right. Bye, everybody.